still love the person if this person hurt you?
For me, yes. Because loving that person has the package of also feeling the pain. So instead of leaving him in this kind of down times, because we all feel the ups and downs in love, so we should also accept that down part. Forgiving is part of loving someone. So if we're in pain, we should also forgive that person for hurting us.
Is it good to be obsessed with someone?
Absolutely not. Because being obsessed with someone isn't feeling the love at all. It's about what your mentality thinks about. It's how your brain works. It's not about the love and the feelings. And it focuses on not on what you feel, but on what you want from that person. So in short, obsession is not very healthy in terms of heart and in terms of mind.
Do you need to hurt someone in order to make them feel the same way?
For me, not. Because in the first place, we all have this different kind of pain that we feel every day in every aspect of living. So for me, why would I hurt him the way he hurt me? It's better to not give any comments or not plan any kind of evil schemes around him, because the best way to plan your revenge is to let him be. And it's either erase him in a part of your life or just keep quiet. Don't say anything at all. Silence can kill him.
Do you need to be selfish when it comes to
No, absolutely not. Because in the first place, the reason why you are loving someone is because you want him or her to be happy. Then if you become selfish with your own wants and needs, then how can you give her or him the kind of happiness that he ought to have? For me, it's better to become selfless, because every person has his or her own priorities.
If someone makes promises to you and that person broke that promise, what will you do?
For me, I would do anything, because ranting, crying, or even taking revenge to that person who broke that promise won't do me any good. I already exerted effort, and then at the end, he didn't fulfill his promise. So why would I bother taking time stressing over things like that if I could make my life more easier without him, without his promise fulfilled?
The story of Damask Drum is all about an old man seeking a revenge for the princess who fooled him. It's a story that conveys real life lessons that can also be applied to us. So let me share you a short story about a friend of mine. He loved a girl so much that he gave all the things he could for her, but after everything he did to get the girl, she ends up taking him for granted because she knows that he will do anything for her. And I think it's a timely situation nowadays. If someone's not for you, then no matter how hard you try, you will end up hurting yourself for giving too much. And that's a thing we can all relate to and apply to our lives. And as the saying says, karma comes after everyone eventually. You can get away with screwing people over your whole life. What goes around comes around, that's how it works. Sooner or later, the universe will serve you the revenge that you deserve. So let's just be mindful of our actions. And that was my personal insights about the story.
For me, my personal insight in the Damask Drum was that this story was made for the people who will do everything for love. But then if you make fun of the person you think who loves you, will face the consequences you did.
The story is all about a gardener who fell deeply in love with the princess. The gardener committed suicide because the princess fooled him. And because what the princess did, he took revenge and killed the princess. I felt sad and angry because why do you need to sacrifice your life for the people who do not deserve you? And why there are people that can make a fool out of their fellow? I felt disgusted with the gardener because of his decision and perception that suicide is the only answer to ease the pain. Yes, it hurts to be rejected, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it should be the reason to end your life. We only live once, and we must live our life to the fullest. To end this insight, I think the story is one of the proof that you cannot please other people.
For me, my personal insight was before we do something, think about the consequences for us to prevent wasting our time. And also, focus on your dreams and never give up. Don't quit. Just do your best. Inside me.
For me, the story of the Damask Drum is all about a man who is in love with a princess. The man committed suicide because the princess fooled him. This story is for the people who will do everything for love, and I think this is the thing we can relate. But remember that suicide is not the answer for all the problems. And that was my personal insight about this story.
私の場合は、ダマスラムのそれは、夫がお嬢様に好きになっちゃったです。だけど、その男がお嬢様に騙されて自殺しちゃったです。このストーリーは、愛のために人が飼いにしたらそべてあぐる自分のみんながこんなことがいた経験があります。何に問題あっても自殺のことは関係ならないです。それが自分の夫がストーリーです。Kawan-kawan